Good morning, folks. This is the USA Wager Show, USA Wager Sports Brief Show. I'm your host, Rodney Knuppel. It is Saturday, June 5th, 2021, a Saturday in sports in the summer with a lot going on. Let's go ahead and get to the show right here on USA Wager Sports Brief. As we always do, we'll start right with the NBA, the NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs, both going on. We'll start in the NBA where the Los Angeles Clippers forced a Game 7. They have now had 6 straight games where the road team has won in that game. Now the series shifts to LA for Game 7 on Sunday. Kawhi Leonard had a big night last night, 45 points. The Clippers outscored the Mavericks 31-20 in the fourth quarter, the deciding fourth quarter, as Dallas led heading into the fourth quarter. And the Clippers-Mavericks go Game 7 with the winner taking on the Utah Jazz. That is the only series we have going 7 in the NBA. The rest of them are into round 2. Today starts round 2, where the Milwaukee Bucks will take on the Brooklyn Nets. Should be a fantastic series. It is the Greek Freak. It is the Big Three. The Greek Freak for Milwaukee, the Big Three for Brooklyn. Nets are favored in that series. Nets are favored in the game. You can get them at -4. I think I like the Nets in this one. Those 3 guys, tough to stop. I think Milwaukee's going to have a hard time stopping them. Maybe later in the series they can get it done, but I think in Game 1, the Big Three is the big answer here. And I like Brooklyn to win that game. And I'll take Brooklyn in the series as well. I do think it is an extended series, but tonight I'll take Brooklyn -4, and that is the NBA. Just one last night, one tonight, and then we have a pair of games tomorrow in the NBA. All right, let's move to the ice, where the Montreal Canadiens have 6 down, 10 to go, have won 6 games, including 5 straight games. They won the last 3 in Toronto. They've won the first 2 against the Jets. They won 1-0 last night. Just a lone Tyler Toffoli goal and a bunch of saves from Mr. Carey Price. In fact, 30 last night. 30 of 30, saved them all. Winnipeg could not get on the board, and now the Jets are in a hole. They're down 2-0 as they head home to take on the Canadiens on Sunday, Game 3. Tonight, there's 2 games on ice. Well, no, excuse me. Before we do that, Vegas. Don't want to forget this one. Vegas made it a series with a 3-2 win last night. Colorado led in the third period. Had a 2-1 lead. Vegas scored 2 pretty quick goals in a row and won that game 3-2 at home, which now makes it Game 4 on Sunday with a chance for the Golden Knights to even up that series. So been a good series so far. Colorado leads 2-1. They'll get going again tomorrow. Now, let's move to the 2 games on tap for tonight in the NHL. Carolina is at Tampa Bay. The Lightning are -155 at home in a 2-1 series. That's been a very low-scoring game. Or series 2-1, 2-1, 3-2. Very close, very competitive. I'll take Tampa Bay at home tonight to make it 3-1 in that series. And then the other game, Boston is at the Islanders. Islanders really could use a win tonight to even up that series. And what I think possibly would be their last home game if they don't win, because I think Boston wins Game 5. The Islanders are underdogs. Boston's -155 in that game. And the Bruins lead the series 2-1. I'll take the Lightning at home and the Bruins on the road. But for rooting purposes, I hope the Islanders can come away with a win and we can see a 2-2 series on the ice there, Boston and the Islanders. So that is a look at your National Hockey League. Let's move on to Major League Baseball. Some scores last night. The Cubs have dropped 2 in a row as the Giants continue to stay hot. They won 8-5. The Padres looked good. Blake Snell, 7 strong innings, had a no-hitter going for a while. 7 strong innings as they blanked the Mets 2-0. Kansas City scored 14 on the Twins and pounded them 14-5 in that AL Central battle. The Dodgers beat the Braves 9-5. Red Sox beat the Yankees 5-2, and the Reds topped the Cardinals 6-4. Those are a few highlights of the Major League Baseball slate from Friday. Now moving to Saturday, a few games that we want to note is, and it's the last game, but I'll mention it first because it is a good game. Jacob deGrom is on the road at the San Diego Padres. Mets are deGrom is just -115. So if you like those odds on the road, of course, but I don't know if it matters for deGrom, home or away. He's been fantastic. -115 for deGrom. Clayton Kershaw is a favorite as well as they take on the Atlanta Braves. Kershaw is minus 125 at Atlanta, Dodgers, and Braves. Kevin Gausman's on the mound for the Giants as they take on the Cubs. He is minus 160. A few other games I like tonight. The Yankees are minus 125 at home against the Red Sox. Brandon Woodruff is on the mound for the Brewers. They're big favorites at home against Arizona. And Lucas Giolito is on the bump for the Chicago White Sox at home as they take on the Detroit Tigers. So that is kind of a look at Major League Baseball from Friday. And then, of course, today, Saturday's slate. Moving over to the Memorial Golf Tournament there in Ohio. Been a little bit behind because of the early weather. They were suspended a couple times, trying to get through round one when it's day two and so on and so forth. But Jon Rahm is your current leader at minus 10. Let me take a look at the absolute up-to-the-date leaderboard. By heading in, Jon Rahm was the leader at minus 10. Patrick Cantlay was minus 8. Let me check it out right now. Rahm is minus 10. Cantlay is minus 8. Scotty Scheffler is minus 6. So those guys have a chance. Colin Morikawa is also in the mix at minus 6 as well. So a few guys to look there. Ricky Fowler minus 5. Adam Scott minus 2. Just a few notable names in the field. Justin Thomas still at minus 3. So that is a look at the Memorial Tournament. See if Jon Rahm can keep that lead as the day goes on today and into tomorrow for the final day of the Memorial Tournament. Okay, tonight we got UFC Fight Night. So if you are a fight fan, good slate tonight. Good card there of MMA battles. We got as well last night tonight there are a trio of WNBA games. The Aces are at the Mystics, the Sky are at the Spark, and the Liberty are at the Suns. I said that twice now this week. Liberty's at the Sun. That is a look at your WNBA action for Saturday. All right, that is it for Saturday. This is the USA Wager Sports Brief with your host, Rodney Knuppel. Just kind of running down a few things. No industry show today with Ryan as he takes the weekend off. He'll come back with a bunch of news on Monday. Industry news slows down a little bit over the weekend. Anything that does happen, he'll recap on Monday. Tim Van Stratton and I, every Wednesday and Sunday night, 9 p.m. Central Time. We'll have to take a look at see when it'll work best for this week, as I will be midair somewhere between Illinois and Florida on Sunday night. So we'll give an update on when that's going to be for the Sunday night version of Kids to Bed version of the Sports 2.0 network. If you missed it yesterday, we had a little round table for the Mayweather-Paul fight, headed up by one of the greats, Tanner Kern. He put something together with a few others, and it was a fantastic job. Make sure you check that out. Go to our YouTube channel and check out that. It is available at any point. And that is really about it that's going on there with USA Wager with the Sports 2.0 network, everything we've got going on. All right, it's a beautiful Saturday outside. Hope you enjoy your Saturday. Great sports slate. NBA round 2 of the playoffs. The Bucks and the Nets should be a great game. Couple games tomorrow. NHL playoffs, we start moving closer to that Final Four. It's not the conference finals anymore. It's hard to not call it the conference finals, but it's not. So at this point, we'll call it the Final Four. They'll reseed, we'll figure it out. But by the end of midweek, end of next week, we should know who those teams are. NBA is just behind as we roll along here in June. All right, hope that was the best 10 minutes of your sports day. I am Rodney Knuppel with the USA Wager Sports Brief. So long for just a while.